For years, Apple held on to the firm belief that no one would buy a phone they couldn't hold comfortably in one hand. But the world seemed to think otherwise, and with the growing demand for large-screen smartphones, the company had to give in to what users wanted. This year, Apple launched the two biggest iPhones in its history. The 4.7-inch iPhone 6 is aimed at those who want a more compact device, while the 5.5-inch iPhone 6 Plus is targeted at those seeking a large-screen smartphone experience. We have the smaller iPhone 6 with us for review to help you decide whether it's worth the upgrade. The first thing you notice about the iPhone 6 is how drastically different it appears from the iPhone 5s. The blocky frame with chamfered edges has been replaced with a slim profile, curved corners and rounded edges. The glass panel in the front has also been given a makeover and is now contoured, sloping gently down to the sides. The iPhone 6 is constructed out of a single, uninterrupted piece of aluminum, and as always, the quality of materials used is impeccable. Despite its negligible weight of 129 grams and skinny waist measuring 6.9 mm, the smartphone feels solid and, more importantly, unbendable. Even with the new design, the iPhone 6 feels very Apple-esque. On the chin is the familiar home button ringed by the metal Touch ID sensor, while the top features the earpiece, front camera and other sensors. The power button has shifted from the top edge to the right spine with the ejectable SIM card tray below it. The left spine features the ring, silent switch and volume buttons. At the bottom you'll find the lightning port in the center, flanked by the primary microphone and 3.5mm headphone jack on the left and the loudspeaker on the right. The back panel features a metallic Apple logo in the center and iPhone branding at the bottom. At the top left sits the primary camera, secondary microphone and flash. Our only complaints about the otherwise gorgeous device is the slightly protruding camera lens and ungainly plastic antenna lines at the back. Apple devices are known for their stellar displays, and the iPhone 6 is no different. Even though it sticks to a modest resolution of 1334 by 750 pixels, it's very sharp, with no jagged edges visible in text. Brightness levels are at an all-time high, and viewing the screen in sunlight is not a problem. Colors appear natural, with whiter whites and darker blacks. In the camera department, the iPhone 6 features an 8-megapixel camera at the back and a 1.2-megapixel camera in the front, the same configuration as the 5s. Instead of increasing megapixels, Apple has packed in several improvements. The most significant among them is a new sensor with focus pixels, which enables the camera to focus on the subject faster. Other notable new features include faster face detection, higher resolution panoramas, and slow motion videos at 240 fps. Coming to the results, the primary camera takes sharp, detailed shots in daylight, whether they're macros, portraits, or wide landscapes. Low-light shots are also impressive and aren't clouded by excessive grain. The True Tone Flash, which features one amber and one white LED, illuminates dark images evenly and naturally without excessively yellowing or whitening the results. The front camera, as always, is a great tool for selfies. The iPhone 6 runs Apple's latest mobile software platform, iOS 8. The new version of iOS brings several new features like third-party keyboards, actionable notifications, support for widgets in the Today view, and app extensions. The new continuity and handoff features let you start a task on your iPhone and finish it on your Mac. They support apps like Mail, Notes, Safari, and Messages, and even phone calls. Apart from the aforementioned features, the iPhone 6 gets a few exclusive software tweaks. Display Zoom lets you choose between standard and zoomed options, with the latter magnifying the UI to make it easier for those with poor eyesight. Reachability lets you double tap the home button to slide the entire UI to the bottom, making one-handed use easier. It's worth noting that Apple Pay, Apple's new payment method which uses the Touch ID sensor and NFC antenna to authorize payments, is only available in the US as of now. Coming to the performance, the iPhone 6 is powered by Apple's 2nd Gen 64-bit A8 chip. An M8 motion coprocessor is also on board, gathering health data from various sensors, including the new barometer. Multitasking and day-to-day performance is expectedly blazing fast, and gaming is a pleasure too, with intensive titles like Riptide GP2 playing without any lags or freezes. The battery life is one area where the iPhone 6 doesn't impress. It lasts for a full day with light usage, but with heavy use you'll need to plug in your charger sooner. The iPhone 6 is available in 3 storage variants: 16GB, 64GB and 128GB, with Apple having done away with the 32GB version. On our 16GB unit, around 11.4GB of storage is available to the user. To sum it all up, the iPhone 6 is truly bigger and better than the 5S and makes a worthy upgrade for those invested in Mac, especially with iOS 8's new continuity features. But it has some stiff competition from Android heavyweights like the Samsung Galaxy S5, HTC One M8 and Sony Xperia Z3, which despite being launched for around the same price are now available for less. If cost isn't a factor though, the iPhone 6 is still one of the best smartphones for your money.